We're good. We got 12 teams. The final 3 franchise cities have been announced, and if you know what they are already, you probably have an idea as far as what I might be rooting for when it comes down to it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, make sure you tune in. We'll be talking about potential rosters for those 3 teams, as well as what else is to come with the CDL in 2020, coming right up. COD fans, good to see you guys again. We just did a Modern Warfare beta update that included Karma's Nuke as well as Hitch's throwback tournament for Black Ops 2. If you missed that video, make sure you go ahead and click up there and get yourself caught up on what exactly happened, as well as some feedback that was being given for the Infinity Ward devs on the first day of beta. But we need to talk about the final 3 teams. We've got all 12. For a while there, it looked like it wasn't going to happen. Well, let's be honest, it was going to happen. This needed to get locked in and secured, so let's go ahead and start breaking things down. It'll be a pretty quick hit video for you guys. First and foremost, we already kind of had leaks as far as what the roster was going to look like. Just came down to, would this city get confirmed? The answer would be yes. Seattle was the first one that we talked about in one of our previous videos, talking about potential roster moves that were happening over the course of the last week and a half during this Rostermania period. It will be confirmed. Seattle will be there. It's invested by the Aquilini Investment Group, the same organization that owns most of the Rogers Center, the Vancouver Canucks, things of that nature, as well as the Vancouver Titans. The interesting thing about this organization is that it is ran by Luminosity Gaming. The management of those teams are currently there. So it was kind of a debate almost a little bit where we talked about how Luminosity would not be given a spot during the CDL, and technically this isn't their spot. It was invested by the same organization that owns the Vancouver Titans, but Luminosity has essentially put themselves in partnership with that group to manage the squad. So Luminosity will be involved in some fashion when it comes to Seattle. Now, the interesting thing about this, and when we were talking about this team in our previous video, there's been an already leaked roster that's looking very confident as far as how things are going. In case you missed it, we've partnered ourselves up with CDL Intel, where we've been able to give a confidence meter to all the things that we're hearing for Rostermania that aren't necessarily confirmed as far as roster and player moves specifically. So what we said in that video was that the potential group of 5, and now that Seattle's been announced, the confidence meter has gone up a little bit. It's looking like it will very well be Octane, Enable, Arcides, Envoy, and Slacked. A very dangerous sounding team of 5 to be sure, and that confidence meter, we had it previously at 70%, it has bumped up to 85% from CDL Intel. So if you're looking for more updates as far as what other things are going, make sure you go and follow them at CDL Intel on Twitter. Of course, we try to do our best to make these videos come up as fast as humanly possible with them as well. So that's looking like that potential team of 5 that'll be happening in Seattle. No news as far as what's going to be going on with their staff or management. That's just what we're hearing as far as players, and like I said, that's a pretty nasty lineup. Now, like I was hinting at in the intro, I did not expect this at all. When Evil Geniuses had partnered up with their investment organization a couple of months ago, I was thinking that maybe if they get a CDL spot, it would be Chicago, but it's the NRG team that gets us a team in home sweet home Chicago. I could not be more excited about it. I was born and raised just outside of Chicago, an easy train ride in, so I'm very, very excited about this personally. No bias whatsoever, but I am going to be a Chicago fan without a doubt. It's going to be exciting to see too. No real rumors as far as who might be going here. There have been a couple of team of 2s and 3s that have been whispered about, so maybe there's some potential there, but not even worth reporting on because it's literally mentioned like a single time, and the source is not super critical. So when it comes down to it, Chicago will be getting a team. NRG, again, they do own the San Francisco Shock. I was a little bit surprised that, I'm not surprised that NRG get invested in, but I was a little surprised they didn't just keep their base of location in San Francisco. So now you're going to see NRG having to manage teams across 2 different locations, as we are anticipating that there will be a home and away series set up for next year. And of course, there will be one for Overwatch League. So it'll be interesting to see how NRG kind of manage that, but very excited to see what Chicago is able to do move-wise, and hopefully they don't disappoint. Then the final one, and I know a lot of you guys that are out there are very excited about this. London has been confirmed as the 3rd spot as well, but the interesting thing is that Cloud9 is not the owners of this. This is actually going to Rogue Gaming and the Wrecked Global squad that have invested into it, which will be really interesting to see what they're able to do. More specifically, when we talk about this location as a whole, is the fact that it brings a lot of pull for all of the European fans out there. But more importantly, beyond that, and kind of the icing on the cake, remember the fact that there is a confirmed team of 3 that's out there with Scraps, Wuskin, and Dylan. And Scraps has been toying around with the whole idea of, do you guess where I'm going? How do you not know where I'm going yet? It seems pretty common sense that this team of 3 will be going to London. The confidence rating is not super high, just at the 70% mark for these guys, but it would make sense that those 3 were the core group to coming out of the London spot. I'm excited to see it. I'm just going to go ahead and say that we have to figure that it probably is going to be that way. I'm very excited to see what London's going to be able to do. Very excited for all of you London and European fans that are out there. The unfortunate side of this is that now we're getting the confirmation that FaZe will not be involved from the investment side of things, and the Heretics will not be involved. So we're not going to be seeing any Spanish-based teams, at least not for the first year, which makes you wonder what's going to happen with that Heretic squad. Will they even be considerations, or will they have to be forced to go to the path to pro, whatever that will be looking like for us? Again, just a small brief hit video for you guys. We do keep updated on the Rostermania videos with this confidence meter, so if you enjoy this style of video, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell to know when the next videos do pop up, and we'll bring you guys more Rostermania and Modern Warfare beta coverage throughout the next couple of days. Till the next one, though, hope you guys keep holding it down. Later. Bye-bye.